Kaizer Chiefs are in the lead.
You ever watched that video where this buff guy comes in and like slaps this smaller guy's girlfriend's butt, and the video becomes about what would you do in that situation? Well, I think you have three options. You could look at him, see that he's bigger, possibly stronger, and just grab a brick and clap him with it and run away before the steroids kick in to wake him up. In footballing terms, hit the team early, score a couple of goals, then manage the rest of the match. Catch them off guard. Less respectable, but let's be honest, you won the fight and defended your girlfriend's honor. Or you could fight back, pound for pound. Yes, he's bigger, yes, he's stronger, but you're going to take this fight and give it your best shot. In footballing terms, you're going to attack. You're not going to change the way you play, and you're going to approach the game in a positive manner. Now, even if you lose, you've put up a fight, and your girl has no option but to look after you, take care of your wounds, and love you forever because you were willing to risk it. Unless you're this guy. And she has no option but to leave you. Third option, you act like nothing happened. You look straight ahead and you hope to heaven that that man does not turn around and carry on. Which is good. You protected yourself. You don't have any cuts or bruises. But your girl just will never look at you the same way ever again, and you'll wish that you took that shot. In footballing terms, that's playing Matoho, Ngezana, Mphahlele, Koroso, Zulu, Frosla, and Macheke in the same starting lineup. 7 defensive-minded players. In this case, you're hoping not to lose. Best case scenario, you get the draw. Even better case scenario, you steal that match at the end of the game. Super negative play. Now Gavin, in this example, the cool thing is that you won't always be the smaller guy in these situations, which means that you can change up your approach. I'll give you an example. Mamelodi Sundowns slaps your girl's butt. I understand you wanting to limit the damage. I understand you wanting to play it safe. Personally, I'm getting a break, but you know what? It's understandable. It's Sundowns. But if Richards Bay United slapped my girl's butt in the first round of the Nedbank Cup, I would absolutely destroy them for even thinking of touching my girl. But you see, that's the problem. So far in the Gavin Hunt, this is how we see ourselves. All the ingredients, none of the muscle. Keep going, Chuck. You'll get there eventually. So we'd allow ourselves to be beaten by a team whose logo doesn't even appear on the Google Sports results. I don't care about the red card. I don't even care about the fact that they scored in the last minute of the game. This is a team that's actually doing pretty well. In a league where Andy Lempisani bought a team and as chairperson signed himself, gave himself the number 10 jersey and game time. And while Richards Bay is first, just understand that Guamam Kaizer is number 4 in the same league, which tells you everything you need to know about how scared we should be of them. But honestly, Mam Kaizer, I don't need a soccer team. I just want a sports channel. I mean, nothing crazy. Super Sport will do. Even when we went to Benny's Amazulu, all the cards seemed to be our favor. An unusually calm Benny said himself before the match that his team had been overplayed, and with all the fixtures, the fatigue had set in and a lot of his senior players had to be rested for this match. That's a plus. Speaking of rest, thanks to Egypt refusing to host our CAF match versus Wydad AC over jealousy that we got the vaccine, baby. What do you mean? They have one too. And they've started their rollout. And that was expired. This meant that we had an extra few days to get ready and prepare for this match. Also, with Benny having beaten Gavin Hunt 6 times up to that point, you would have thought that number 7 would have been more well prepared and Gavin would be going for the win. And our defending, well, has been pretty consistently bad over the past few games. And they allowed themselves to get into this position which you should never get into. How do you allow that to happen and not think you're not going to concede goals? Luckily, at some point, we dished the crosses and a ball came into Nurkovic's feet. And you know what? He won us a penalty. Surprise, surprise. Same thing that happened versus Pirates when we ditched the high game, gave Mashiane the ball, and he ran at defenders. Simple formula, really. Now, you'd believe that this would be the turning point. This is the point where these guys wake up and they turn this game around. But no, it carried on. Amazulu hit the crossbar again. From this situation, very similar to what we had for the first goal. Ball watching, ball following, and no communication. Usually your communication comes from your goalkeeper. But Gunes seems set on this mission to gift as many goals to as many teams as he can this season. And he did it again. A weak punch out meant that Majoro could score. And granted, it wasn't a classic finish, but we still conceded off of another mistake. That makes it our 6th league loss of the season, and now we're currently in 9th place. Look, I've said before, this is going to be a tough season. This is going to be a long season. Amidst everything that is happening with the transfer ban and the supposed bad quality of our players. I don't mind the losses. I don't even mind the mistakes. I just mind how we are losing. We're being played off the park by almost every team that we go up against. And it seems as though Gavin, Bobby, and a lot of these players really see this season as a write-off, and they're acting as such. In fact, it feels like the players aren't playing for Gavin. And Gavin's not helping either. Coach Hunt, stop killing the players' confidence. Set up positively. We've won some games earlier this season where we set up in a way where we're attacking. And I know it was because of COVID and because of players not being available and all that. But we saw what works. Let the boys play. Put it on the ground. You have playmakers. And yes, it was unlucky that Mashiane went off early in the match. But these are the players that we need to start seeing more of. Bring Zuma in. Bring him with Mashiane. Give Nurkovic some options so that there can be movement around him. And maybe we score some goals and stop having to rely on luck and penalties. Stop hiding behind excuses. We know that the situation is bad. But this team finished 2nd last season. We should at least be, 5th or 6th? You're not going to have this leeway forever. People are starting to ask questions. And all you're doing is damaging our reputation as Kaizer Chiefs and your reputation as one of the best coaches in the PSL. And like I said, we don't mind losses, but lose with your head held high. Before I sign off, I've spoken about our defense, and actually, I'm going to show you the video. And take advantage Lodge did, scoring from some horrendous defending. A while ago, I spoke about our armed response approach to games and making situations that are harmless into goal-providing opportunities for the other team. And this is what Gavin said in his post-match interview.
You can't concede the 2nd goal. There was no danger. They could have put 7 strikers up. They would never have scored. But that's pretty much a big mistake again.
Welcome along, buddy. You're learning just like we all are. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I know my football. And for you to see more of these videos, please like, please share, please comment, please subscribe, please follow on Facebook, please like on YouTube, Overthinking Kaizer Chiefs. It really helps. I'm trying to grow this channel and I really do need you guys to support me. As always, Kosi for life.